Right, Matt, first question from the fans. How many goals are you targeting this season?
Double figures. Yeah, I'd like to. I targeted that last year, but didn't quite get there. So definitely double figures and see how it goes from there.
Okay. Were other clubs interested in the summer, and if so, what was the main factor in you deciding to come to Cheltenham?
Yeah, I was speaking to a few teams. Nothing was quite progressing very quickly. There was a lot of interest, but nothing concrete as such. And the manager here just rang me up and he sold the club to me basically. He was brilliant and he showed that he wanted me here, and that the rest is history really. It was all about the manager really. He convinced me straight away.
Okay. Who do you think from your time at Cheltenham so far who's the most technical, naturally gifted player at the club?
There's a few really. There's some good players here, very good players. I think Sam Deering, even though he's young, he's technically very good. He's got still a lot to learn, but you can see that he's got a lot of skill, and hopefully pointing in the right direction, he can make it a long way in the game.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the most, talking to Sam, who's the most annoying player around the place, the club?
I think you'd have to say Sam again. He's very loud, full of energy, and he just doesn't stop. He's constantly mucking around, talking, shouting, so probably have to be him.
Yeah, okay. Somebody's asked, who has a better left foot, you or Billy Jones?
Oh, he puts in a great ball. I think he was very, very high up on the assist list last year, so yeah, he's got a great left foot, but I'd say it's a tie. We'll call it a tie.
Right. Diplomatic answer. Has anyone in particular helped you settle in at Cheltenham and shown you around the town and things like that?
Everyone's been helpful. They've all helped and made you feel welcome, and everyone's great here. It helps as well that I know Terry very well, him coming in from our Shrewsbury days, so yeah, we're in the hotel together to start with. That was easy for us, but yeah, everyone's been great, and everyone's helpful. Whatever you need, they're there to help you out.
Okay. What do you think you'd be if you weren't a footballer?
I don't know really. I was always into rugby as well. I played rugby to a reasonable standard. Probably would have gone to uni, but I haven't got a clue. I always wanted to do football from a very young age, so I just focused on that, and thankfully it happened.
Yeah, and somebody's also asked, do you see yourself staying in football, coaching, management after you hopefully you've got a good few years left yet, but when you do stop playing, would you like to stay in the game?
I didn't to start with. I never sort of saw myself staying in football, but recently, I think that's something that I could do and enjoy. I don't know what sort of level, but yeah, I think the more and more I think about it, the more I'd like to stay in it.
Yeah, okay. You've been spotted as quite a vocal player already. Do you think there's a fine line between criticism and constructive criticism when you're shouting on the pitch?
Definitely, yeah. You can just sort of have a go at someone and not sort of make it worthwhile, as in you need to get across a point and instructions and things like that in the game. Otherwise, it affects some people. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with a rant now and again, but it's more about helping the team, and sort of, as you said, constructive criticism is the way forward really.
Okay. And there's been quite a lot of comments about the lack of hair in Cheltenham's midfield with Jason Taylor, Russ Penn and yourself. Are you bald or do you shave it, or is it a combination of both?
Not many people know, but I've actually got alopecia. I don't have any hair at all, so right. It's not my choice really, but yeah, it's quite strange having three sort of central midfielders all with little hair. Yeah. I think there's a shave, but yeah, I don't have a choice really.
Right. Okay. How fast do you think you could run the 100 metres?
Don't know really. Maybe 12 seconds. I don't really know. I'm not the fastest of players ever, but yeah, I'm alright once I get going.
Okay. Past clubs, which one do you think you've been the happiest at?
I don't know really. I really enjoyed my time when I was on loan at Brighton. I was there a long time. It was only a loan, but I was there for pretty much a whole season, and then the half of the next season. So it was nice living down there as well. But yeah, I've enjoyed all my clubs really. I grew up really at Ipswich. I was there for a long time. But yeah, I've never really been unhappy at any team. I've enjoyed each of the teams I've been at.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody wants to know how you pronounce your most recent former club.
Everyone asks that. I say Shrewsbury.
Right. Just individual
Yeah,
choice. You think?
Shrewsbury. Yeah, or Shrewsbury people call it, but I've asked the same question and people there don't even know really.
Right. So you go for Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
What's your favourite song and favourite film?
Don't know really. I quite like Kings of Leon, things like that. I don't think I've got a favourite song as such. I like all types of genres really. I've been to see Jay-Z, I've been to see Iron Maiden, so I've got a quite wide range. Films, Denzel Washington ones are usually very good. I saw The Flight recently.
Yeah.
That was very good. So as I said, I watch films all the time. I watch a lot of kids' films as well because my little one. So I was watching Ice Age 3 this morning. So I watch a big range of them as well.
Brilliant. What was it like winning in England under 21 cap against Ukraine?
It's quite strange, really. It happened quite quickly. I don't think I got it sort of sunk in as much, but yeah, it was a great occasion playing with top quality Premiership players. I think I was only just 19 maybe, so yeah, I was quite young, but it was amazing. One of the highlights of my career. Even though I only did it once, it was brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. You were born on Boxing Day. Obviously, there's normally games on Boxing Day. Have you had any particularly memorable birthday matches?
Not really. No, I don't think so. They've always been sort of boring games, really. I've never scored, but I think I played Cheltenham a few years back on Boxing Day. But yeah, it's just another game, really. It's birthday second.
Yeah.
The game's first, but yeah, nothing memorable really.
Okay. UEFA Cup debut for Ipswich against, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Avenir Beggen. What was that like? First appearance in your career in UEFA Cup away, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite strange really because they're only a sort of a smallish team in Luxembourg. It felt more like a sort of a pre-season game, but yeah, it was strange really with all these sort of senior professionals, and the way I made my debut was pretty special to me to be in the UEFA Cup. So yeah, I learned a lot from that. It's European football at the end of the day, so you learn different styles and sort of it was a great occasion.
Yeah. Okay. Were you aware that you've made 333 Football League starts and scored 33 goals?
No, I hadn't. No, I'm a bit disappointed in the amount of goals I scored. Even though I've played half my career at left back, so I'd like to have scored more, but yeah, hopefully I can get a few more, and then a few more appearances, hopefully over 500 at least. Yeah.
Talking of threes, do you remember 3-3 draw Cheltenham Brighton at the Withdean that you played in?
Vaguely, yeah. It's
a few years ago now. But
I think it was about five or so years ago. Yeah, it was. I remember it being sort of a bit of a crazy game.
Yeah.
There's always been interesting games against Cheltenham in the past. So yeah, that was a sort of a highlight one. And Withdean's a strange stadium, and you get some freak results and strange games. But yeah, I remember it reasonably well.
Okay, last couple, Matt. What was it like working under Roy Keane at Ipswich? Because later on in your Ipswich career, you played under him, didn't you?
It was only for a month or two, but you could see how good he was. He joined in a bit with the training. He was still pretty special. He demanded things and sort of expected things to happen, and he was quite friendly. I was surprised about that really. He got the image of him being sort of a hard player, but he was quite friendly. He told jokes, and I enjoyed my time under him, and he sort of, I was out in the cold, and he gave me a chance to play a couple of games again, which was nice. But yeah, it was only a short time, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say is the highlight of your career so far?
Promotion to League One was pretty special. That was quite high up. My debut, England under-21 cap. They're all special moments. So I've got a few. So my first goal, I think that's one of my special ones really. That was it was live on Sky as well. So 1-0. So
right.
Yeah, it was a pretty special one.
Okay. And the last question, somebody's asked, have you ever been involved in a real crunching midfield tackle? And do you remember who it was with and who came off worst? Have there been any particular collisions?
Not particularly. I've had a few. I think I've had a few with Russell Penn in the past. He likes to go into tackle. I think there's been a few against him, but no, not really. I've come off worst a few times, but no, I try to leave the tackling to other people, and I try and play with the ball a bit more.
Yeah, right. That's it. Brilliant. Cheers for that, Matt.
No problem.